There comes a moment when my heart must stand alone.
Hello, welcome to Tali Productions. I am your host and founder, Tali Campbell, from Studio B's indoor suite, as it is not too good of weather outside. Today our topic is medical marijuana.
Hello, my name is Bruce Webb. I am a disabled veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces.
The man you just heard from, Bruce Webb, is a Canadian veteran who is suffering from pain and is needing marijuana to help the pain get relieved and calm down his stress level and have him a nice relax. The only problem is he is not getting the medical marijuana that he is supposed to be supplied by. What we're showing you here is Bruce Webb's official license for medical marijuana, so this is not a whole scam he's trying to do here to you guys. He's official, and his official license, he's supposed to be getting medical marijuana from Health Canada, but Health Canada is not supplying it, which is making him doing something. He has to buy illegal street drug to calm his pain and relieve the stress and everything, which that's not what he wants to do. He wants to be someone that goes clean and goes right into it as getting it supplied by Health Canada. But Health Canada's not. He has called his MPs, he's called his Prime Minister, he's called Stephen Harper, he's emailed, he's went direct to, he's tried everything he can, not just for himself, but other Health Canada medical marijuana users. This is going to be a part series Tali Productions going to do. Tonight we're going to interview Bruce Webb, who's live via satellite, as we told you before, about who he is, why he's in this situation, and then during the next series talking about what MPs have said, why this is happening to everybody, and stuff. So you can always send us questions if you got my Facebook, Tali Campbell, or if you got the YouTube page, just send us a message, or by email, my email, tali_32.5@live.ca. That again is tali_32.5@live.ca. If you have a question for him, because this is kind of a serious matter that we want to get to the bottom ground, not just for him, but any other medical marijuana users who are having to use their own money using his own money out of his pension, or anybody else's own money, and having to do illegal stuff by buying street drugs. So right now we're live. We take a small break. When we get back, we'll be in live in Studio A, looking out into the parking lot area of the Tali Productions studios. When we get back, we'll be live with Bruce Webb. Stay tuned to Tali Productions. Topic: medical marijuana.
On this lonely path I've chosen, like a house that's not a home.
Hello, welcome back to Tali Productions. Here in the topic of medical marijuana. The Studio A plans upstairs did not work because they are preparing for Hit the Puck, which is premiering in April. That is the hockey show we usually do during the playoffs. So we're outside, it's raining a little bit, but here at Tali Productions Studios, we do have a roof, so it's all good. But despite the point, we are live with Bruce Webb from the Comox Valley via satellite radio. Hello, Bruce. Can you please explain who you are to the people, as you said before, why you're in this kind of predicament and situation, and what are you trying to do here? Bruce.
I have a Veterans Affairs pension condition for chronic pain. This pain does not go away. I suffer it 24/7. I was prescribed a medication in 2004. I have had to buy my medication for my Veterans Affairs Canada pension condition from the street since 2004. I am a medical marijuana user. I am a Government of Canada licensed legal medical marijuana user, and still must buy my medication for my Veterans Affairs pension condition from the street. I have been forced to buy it from the street because of dirty, drug-dealing politicians and government employees, protected, unionized government employees, who do not do their job. They do not know how to do their job, perhaps, but they're not doing their job. Are they backing or supporting the union-backed politicians that sell and support the sales of street drugs? We don't know, do we? But Either way, since 2004, I have had to purchase street drugs for my Government of Canada Veterans Affairs pension condition. Let's jail these dirty members of Parliament, okay? Drug dealing, street drug dealing members of Parliament. Immediately after the election, Veterans Affairs Canada changed the rules. They, in October 2008, began to cover the cost of medical marijuana for disabled veterans of the Canadian Armed Forces and the RCMP, that it is suggested it be used to treat their pension conditions. Fantastic news. I began to apply to have my license renewed, to get my medication paid for by Veterans Affairs Canada. As it turns out, Veterans Affairs Canada has a little loophole where retroactive payment for bills for medications or medical use equipment is 18 months. My bills for Health Canada, legal medication, were over 18 months old, as they were from 2005, okay, 2006. So they would not cover them. I had to pay off my Health Canada bill first. Then, once I received legal Health Canada medical marijuana again with new bills, I could have those bills paid for by Veterans Affairs Canada. If it were given a drug identification number, you would not need a constitutional exemption to use it, possess it, or grow it. A drug identification number would allow it to be sold at any pharmacy. It could still be grown by legal growers anywhere in Canada. Does not need to be grown by illegal NDP or politically sponsored, backed, however you want to look at it, grow-ups. These are criminal organizations selling a medication to the sick and dying. I beg you, people, not for me, I suffered a heart attack in New Year's Eve, 2008, 2009. Guaranteed that heart attack was a result of using street drugs or watching my friend being locked up and drugged for growing my street drugs for me with my constitutional exemption to do it. Now, it's just wrong. Now, here we are in 2010. I've been using street drugs, remember, since 2004. And now I have a growth on my lung. Heart attack, growth on my lung. No one should need support organized crime for medication. I am a legal medical marijuana user. I was suggested to use medical marijuana for my Veterans Affairs pension condition, and it works. Hundreds of Canadians right now, Veterans Affairs Canadians, covered Canadians, are buying street drugs with their disability pensions meant to feed and house their families. I have already suffered. My family has already suffered. Let's stop the suffering and lock up these dirty politicians that are suggesting we use street drugs. Millions of Canadians could instantly be helped with medical marijuana if it had a DIN number. It would be legal, completely legal, and able to be prescribed by any doctor. A doctor doesn't want to give anyone a constitutional exemption for a medication that they know they're going to have to buy from the street? Would you? No. A drug identification number, it's legal, it's prescribed, everybody is happy.